air in Shadewood hung thick with the scent of damp earth and distant smoke, a village where secrets grew as fast as the cornfields. The annual harvest festival, held when the moon turned its largest and yellowest, drew every villager, even those living on the forgotten outskirts. This year, Willow Crane returned home after more than a decade away, bringing with her memories she desperately hoped to bury. Willow's childhood home stood close to the woods, shrouded always by shade, even in broad daylight. Her mother had passed that winter, leaving the house eligible for new ownership. As Willow stepped inside, dust motes spun in the breathless silence, floorboards groaning beneath her boots as if greeting an old friend. On the mantel, framed behind glass, was the same unsettling photo she remembered, Willow as a child, wearing a crown of corn husks, smiling too wide, her eyes pale as river stones. At night, the air turned colder than she remembered. The wind rushed through the cornfields, carrying with it snatches of song and laughter from the festival, echoing long after the music had stopped. But beneath those sounds, something else whispered, barely audible, a dry rustling, like thousands of voices in the stalks. On her second evening, Willow walked to the edge of the field, lantern in hand. The moon was high, its light silvery and strange. She remembered the old warnings, never go into the corn after sundown. When she was a child, she'd thought the stories were meant to frighten her, tales of children vanishing, of scarecrows walking in moonlight, of black-eyed things living in the soil. Wind rattled the stalks. Willow's breath caught as she heard her name, called in a voice she hadn't heard in 10 years, her sister Rosie, who disappeared one harvest festival, never seen again. Against better judgment, Willow stepped into the field. The corn closed behind her, swallowing the light. Her lantern barely pushed back the gloom. Suddenly she saw shapes moving between the rows, child-sized, heads crowned with twisted husks, eyes reflecting the lantern's glow. Knowing no one was supposed to be there, her heart thudded inside her chest. The voices whispered all around, "Stay with us! Stay!" Willow ran, but soon realized she was hopelessly lost. The maze of corn seemed to change, twisting in unnatural ways. The moon flared overhead, the lantern flickered and died. Then from the darkness, a scarecrow appeared, not like the straw men she'd built as a child, but lifelike, stitched together from torn clothing and bone. Its jaw moved, scraping, and Willow's sister's voice came from its open mouth. "They sow us too deep to return." The field was alive with creatures, half corn, half flesh, other villagers who'd vanished over the years. Their arms reached out, hands ragged and dirty, pulling her further into the field's heart. In the center was a clearing, a ritual circle marked with stones, stained with old offerings. Willow was forced to kneel. Shadows converged, faces half-formed, eyes like burned kernels. The leader, taller than the rest, wore a mask of woven roots, its voice 100 whispers blended. "One for each harvest, you are the sacrifice returned." Fear and rage collided inside Willow. She screamed her sister's name, but the voices only laughed, high, sharp, inhuman. The soil beneath her hands pulsed, alive, roots curled around her wrists, pulling deeper. She was dragged below, swallowed by black earth, breath stolen, lost in choking silence. Shadows danced before her eyes, memories flickering of Rosie, of all the missing, each with a story unfinished. When Willow awoke, she found herself outside, hands covered in dirt, the moon gone, dawn spreading pink across the fields. Her house stood silent. In the mirror, her eyes seemed paler, her voice weaker, her memories scrambled. The only evidence of her night in the corn was a single husk woven into her hair, and the echo of whispers she couldn't silence. Willow tried to leave Shadewood, but the roads doubled back, the town changed, as though refusing to let her go. Each festival, a new villager vanished, sometimes slowly, sometimes in a blink. The scarecrows multiplied in the field, their faces familiar. In the years that followed, Willow became part of the ritual, a voice among many in the corn's whispering choir. When strangers asked about the festival, villagers smiled, but their eyes remained clouded, as if hiding the truth beneath layers of husk and soil. And every harvest moon, the wind carried laughter no living soul had ever made.